Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the realm of inspiration. Let's take a moment to cultivate some energy together and recharge, because there's a bit of a drain that I'm feeling collectively, energetically at this space and time. Let's take a few deep breaths together and cultivate some energy. What's very fascinating is when you feel you need a recharge, you can actually use your hands and your earth star chakras by rubbing them together until you feel like an energy pulsing, and just wash it all around you. Move around your arms a little bit and ground your hands back down to the earth. And feel energy coming back to you. We can recharge ourselves. It's within us. We just have to activate it. So activating your Earth Star Chakra is very important at this time. And that is why in this week's video, we are doing a channeling all about the Earth element and the animal group soul that actually can help us connect to the Earth element and to our Earth Star Chakra. By extension, we've done the spiritual body, obviously, with the salamanders and fire. We have done the emotional body with the humpback whales and water. So now we're at the physical body with the wolves and the earth element. So with the physical body, it is our physical chakras, also the Earth Star Chakra in general, that anchoring, that grounding. It's that balancing act between the soul and us incarnating in the physical. So we will be channeling the Elfian Animal Healers of the wolf group soul, which is a little bit different than the dog group soul. The dog group soul works with the sacral chakra. The wolves work with the Earth Star Chakra and the physical body system, which by extension means they work with the earth element and with Mother Earth, which is something that makes it especially heartbreaking that in some areas of the world, wolves were hunted so that people could hunt deer to limit the population of wolves, which could cause some of them to end up on the endangerment scale in our current reality. So this is something that is very important to remember, is that every animal is serving a purpose beyond its physical purpose. And for the wolves, there is something more there. There is something more there. And that is their connection to the Earth Star, their loyalty to angelic Mother Gaia, their connection to our physical body system as we learn to live in the physical, and to the earth element as a whole. So with that symbolism and spiritual connection there, also feeling an expanding of senses, like feeling it like an expanding of senses as I'm tapping in and opening up the space for a divine masculine Elfian animal healer of the wolves. I'm feeling such an expansion of senses, expansion of our third eye awareness, an expansion of our communication, an expansion of senses. Our senses in the physical incarnation help us enhance our journey in spirit. So that I'm already feeling that, like I'm physically feeling that, and I'm sensing it all around. So we'll just start there and see if a earthy and Elfian elemental of the dirt has anything to say as well, because connecting to the earth element, but I'm feeling like the Elfian animal healer, divine masculine of the wolves that will be stepping forth will just be the main one for today's channeled guidance and teachings. So I'm safe and protected. Nothing and no one can access me nor my energy without my permission. I'm surrounded by divine light and love. God protects, God watches over, Gaia anchors, Gaia grounds. My guardian angels surround me in their wings. Archangel Michael protects, Uriel brings strength, Gabriel brings clarity, Raphael brings healing, Sandalphon brings stability, Metatron brings protection of lightworker abilities, We've brought forth the archangels, and now in this space and time, only divine light and love is allowed through, only the highest truth for the highest good of the collective all. And we are inviting forth we're inviting forth an Elfian Animal Healer of the wolves to step through, and feeling also a Earthian Elemental might want to come through, and also maybe a healer of the Earth Star chakra. But let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Hello, I'm a Divine Masculine Elfian Animal Healer that works with the wolf part of the canine split of the canine big group soul. So let's communicate about the element of the earth. So I'll be communicating on behalf of my Earthian Elfian Elemental friends. And for the element of the earth is the grounding potential and the divine maternal energy. The divine maternal energy is found in the element of the earth. The divine paternal energy is found in the element of fire. The divine feminine energy is found in the element of water. And the divine masculine energy is found in the element of air. And they all come together as one in the element of frost, the relaxing sensation of balance of all things. So this is an important note to have as we continue speaking about the wolf group soul and the element of the earth. The element of the earth brings forth not only grounding but also healing, particularly for the Akashic and inner child, because where you store your imprints and ley lines and the cycles of generations past all can be felt in the earth, and you can tap into the ancestry via the earth. So a lot of ancestral healing potential. And if there is one animal that works as a totem for ancestral healing as well with the earth element, that would be the wolves. The wolves helping to invoke the highest potential of the earth element for deeper ancestral healing for the collective all and your individual journey. So you can call on them energetically to be of support to you. They are supportive, they are leaders, but they also work better together. Now, you can have the misconceived notion that the lone wolf archetype is the highest possible potential, doing things on your own, that avoidance energy that can sometimes happen when incarnating in the physical. But this could not be further from the truth. The wolf is more powerful in a pack and powerful together, and if you get lost in the idea that you might be better off doing things completely on your own, you'll miss the potential that happens when you have true connection with those around you. Things are more powerful in a group. Anything is more powerful. Intention setting, healing, blocking negative energy, resetting your journey, clearing your karmic balance is better when you do it in a group. Everything is better with a group, with a tribe, with a pack. It is all better with the pack, because with the pack you have support. You have that emotional support, that mental support, that spiritual support, that physical support, and that journey of developing and creating a new story together with a group that can change your Akashic body system if it is a connection that is for your highest good. So your soul tribe connection. You can understand how to find your soul tribe connection by connecting to the element of the earth and the wolf group soul to be like a guide, guiding you to your soul tribe, following its prints as it guides you via your earth star chakra to uncover where your soul tribe will be found on the earth. You can connect to your soul tribe within the spirit with connecting to your higher chakras like the causal or stellar star gateway. You can connect in that sense to try and find your soul tribe in the spirit, and you can connect to them at any time in the spirit. But finding them in the physical is a job of the earth star chakra and the grounding to the earth. And Angelic Mother Gaia wants you to find your tribe energy. Therefore, you have support within the earth. But that means you must connect with nature in order to do so. What's very important for your physical body to be balanced with your other body systems is you must take time to actually connect and ground and anchor yourself in nature, in the plants, in the trees, walking barefoot in the dirt with the breeze. You must do that. And the wolf group soul is a great spirit guide in that sense. Now, what's very important to note is that they are a very protective energy. So this means that they are kind of like sacred protectors of the land that they are protectors of. So the land that they inhabit, they can be territorial. And what's very interesting is that the animal group soul that helps you with your sacral chakra, which would be the chakra that kind of results in your territorial nature, is the sacral chakra. So the dog group soul can help you with healing the sacral chakra, and the wolf group soul can help you with the earth star, as well as the horses help you with the earth star as well. Horses and wolves can be territorial in different senses. senses in different ways. Horses just are not really allowed to be wild as much anymore. But when they're in their wild nature, they are fierce and they are stable, and that's where your secure aspect comes from. Your territorial nature comes from your sacral chakra, your ability to protect yourself, and those cords of attachment, positive or negative, are stored there and need to be cut and cleared if they are negative, so you may be set free. So the wolves kind of work with that balance of both the sacral and the earth star, and bringing forth that energy with the root as well, and also helping you in general with connecting to your physical body system and your divine maternal nature, which you think is very interesting because the wolves do radiate more of a divine masculine protective nature, but they are truly more nurturing in the way that they protect. They protect from a nurturing perspective. They protect their family, and that caring, protective nature is something that Mother Earth has. And if you think about it, a lot of the more forest-dwelling animals have this maternal instinct when it comes to protecting their young, like bears as well, so that earth element. Now, what's important for you to know moving forward is that in this physical incarnation, when you're incarnating in the physical, you come to connect and establish connections in the physical incarnation, which means becoming a hermit, not necessarily the path that is going to help you in all areas of your spiritual journey. This incarnation for all humans is finding your soul tribe. You have the ability now, more than any other incarnation, to travel the world and connect with people from all over the place, meaning you have more potential to actually find your soulmate, your soul tribe, your soul family. You have the ability to actually find them, because in other incarnations, they were scattered across the earth. But now the earth is at your fingertips. You have easier means of transportation, and you can use technology for positive benefits to be able to find your tribe and your connections. So you have more at your fingertips, more available to you, so you'll actually have a higher potential of finding your soul tribe. But this requires you to be in your authenticity, which is what the wolf group soul can be a totem for, is your authenticity. You hear us talking about this a lot, the importance of your authenticity. But it's important now more than ever that the way that you present yourself online is your authentic self. The way that you present yourself to others is your authentic self, so that you can find your soul tribe that is looking for your authentic self. So embrace who you are so you can find your pack. The importance of this incarnation is learning how to be a soul within a body in the physical and establishing those connections on earth and breaking the cycles that bond you to the material world with the support of those around you. So developing support systems is an important lesson in this incarnation for all of you in this lifetime. So it's important to remember that when you go on your spiritual journey, you are doing it to awaken your soul in the physical, so you can live as a soul in the physical, not a sleep soul in the physical, but an awoken soul in the physical. That's the point. So you may have to hermit and hunker down and become a lone wolf for a little while so you can heal a little bit and get your energy and uncover your authenticity. But once you get there and you uncover your authenticity, and not when you're perfectly healed, because you're never perfectly healed, you're constantly healing, but when you're strong enough in your power as a soul, when you're honoring your authenticity and you are staying awake in every step you take, go into the world and start to find your tribe. And your tribe might be different than you, and that is okay too. But it's that like-minded community. So don't brush someone off because they look different than you, or they may not act how you think that your soul tribe might act, but give everything a fair chance to uncover if the souls are reuniting. Again, there is reunions of souls, of soul tribes, of soul families, of you have contracts with souls that you're meant to connect with, and if your ego brushes them away, you might be missing out on potential. So when you are about to start a connection, and this is a message from the wolf group soul, when you are about to start a connection, if you feel like something is off and you don't want to start that connection, ask yourself, is it a judgment from the ego, or is it not resonating with my soul? A judgment from the ego will be you judging them physically. A disalignment with the soul will be energetically, there's just something not working here, and you feel a little bit icky and sticky inside. And that's an indication that this isn't resonating. But sometimes the ego prevents you from connections that are meant for you due to the fact that it wants to judge the physical form of a soul that you're meant to connect with. So, beautiful beings, keep this in mind. When you move forward and you're trying to find your community of people, give everything a fair chance to uncover the truth beneath the surface. Because you Assumingly, if you're going out there and you're in your awoken self and you're trying to find your tribe and you're trying to find where you fit in and you're honoring your authenticity, presumably you gave yourself a fair chance to uncover what's beneath the surface, correct? And you uncovered what was there, and you're honoring it, and you're loving yourself? Well, if that's not the case, and you haven't given yourself a fair chance to uncover what's beneath the surface within you, then you may struggle to do that with others. And that might be what's preventing you from connecting to your path in the physical incarnation. So, that is why it is said to love yourself first. Not the act of loving yourself necessarily, but the act of uncovering what's beneath the surface within you, going more than skin deep, down to the root of your soul, and taking that steps within you to learn to love and honor all of who you are, so that you can give everything and everyone a fair chance to uncover whether or not it is a connection that is truly harmonious. And if you need support, ground to the earth. Grounding is important for the spiritual journey, and you must ground as a soul to the earth in the same way that you must enlighten yourself to connection to source above. Remember these things, and remember that you are on the right path always, even if it doesn't seem that way. Even if it's a detour, even if you're walking on a path right next to your path, you're gonna end up back on your path. Because everything is a lesson teaching you something. And if it may have been a detour, maybe it's something you just realized subconsciously you wanted to deal with in this lifetime because the circumstance was there, so you could deal with it, but without having to deal with it in another lifetime, and now that you dealt with it, you can get back on the path of what you came here to do. Sometimes, subconsciously, you may make decisions that consciously you might not fully agree with, but is actually for the benefit of your soul, because the circumstances are in place so you get to experience something that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten to experience in another incarnation. So you're taking the opportunity to do it for your soul's development, and then get back on track. So you can, first and foremost, be on your journey, start your missions and completing your purpose, find your community. All of you are here for different reasons, but there's one thing that is the same, and that's love, friendship, and connection with others. It is building your like-minded community and your chosen family, breaking out of the narrative that DNA defines a family, because that is not the case. It is your soul family that is the one that you are seeking to find. And sometimes you might find your soul family in your biological family, but a lot of you may have experienced the experience of having your biological family treat you as lesser than, that you might have to go no contact with them. And know that you're supported by the earth. You have the support of the earth to ground and take away your pain. You are breaking cycles every day. And know, and know, and know, and know, and know, and remember, and remember, and remember that your tribe is out there. But if you're not honoring your authenticity, how can they find and love you? Thank you. That was the most grounded channeling I have done. Like recharging. Like the visual I saw, I'm mainly like in, honestly, the visual I saw was I was in the woods in my childhood neighborhood, and I am sitting as the sun is beaconing through. And there is, for some reason, like some waterfall, water stream that wasn't there before that I ever noticed when I was a child, and that's the visual I was being shown, which I guess probably part of me is rooted there, because I did a lot of grounding there unknowingly, by just going with friends and running through the woods together. We would do that. We would be like wild wolves running all around, and literally none of those people are in my life anymore, but you know, for reasons that ultimately end is better for everyone, even if the way that those dynamics ended may have been a bit dramatic, but when we're kids, everything is dramatic. But there was like a lot of energy of like loving forgiveness and support from the earth. And the importance that at this time when this video does come out, so when you are seeing this, this is the time. This is the action that we need to take. We need to take the action of anchoring ourselves back to the earth and back to nature. And nature is calling out for us so strongly to reconnect with it. And I say some of my most beautiful experiences in the physical you know, just actually being present in the moment is trying to connect to the souls of animals when I'm around them, and, you know, looking at them and in my mind saying, I see and I recognize your soul, and connecting to their group soul in that moment. And for me, I have this experience with cats more so, not going out with wolves, but with cats I do this, and then they'll come around me and they'll sit around me, and they are, I mean, they're powerful cleansers of the earth. They are. But they'll come and they'll sit around me, and I feel like I'm connecting to the group soul, and I feel so much love and connection with each of them. And with any animal, I have it with turtles as well, this same feeling. And it's remembering where we all came from, and the visual I saw of like a wolf running through the woods and kind of like howling to remind us where we all came from and why we are here. And we're not here to go through anything alone. So you are not alone. We are supported in the non-physical, but it seems like the non-physical is encouraging us to also go out and find our physical support as well, because while it's great to have a team of angels and spirit guides supporting us from beyond and departed loved ones, we really are here to connect in the physical and have those relationships and those friendships and those families and those partners that are there for us to go through life and learn and have the joys and the beauty of connection of life with. And it's time to start to find that and celebrate that. And if you've already found that, but you are kind of distant with connecting to those people that you do feel like is your, you know, your soul tribe or soul family in some way, I feel like we're never gonna fully get confirmation on like, this is a relationship that is your soul tribe fully. I don't think our spirit guides will ever give us that 100% confirmation, because they want us to give every dynamic and every relationship a chance. And then after we transition out of this incarnation, we can uncover whether or not that was the case, but we have the chance to grow our like-minded community and find unity with all people. And that's kind of what we're here to do. So let's go out and do that. And if you need support in anything, in any way, any questions, anything in the comments, let me know. And let's continue building our community. Sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired, beautiful beings. Until next time, goodbye for now.